What up guys, Kevin here again today with Seeking Greatness, and for today's video guys, I'm going to dive into two different paths that basically you're on at the exact same time and how you can be in one versus the other depending on what choices you're making on a daily basis. So guys, starting off with two roads, I'm going to give you a little story that maybe you've heard, maybe you haven't, where this story or this analogy has been used with two twins that were basically brought up in a specific upbringing, or better to say is that we have two wolves inside us at all times, okay? So one of the wolves grew up, they were rich, they were educated, they had an amazing group of friends, they were very good health, so they had very good health. And the other twin, or the other wolf, was miserable, angry, broke, into drugs, unhealthy, and these are two completely different paths. Now, the funny part is that these are the exact same people. What I mean by that is that these are the same people, and this is you and this is me right at this exact moment, okay? For the most part, no one on this planet is going only in one direction. Now, the people that are more successful are, of course, on one direction, more at one direction, versus the people that are on the lower end are more one direction. What I mean by we're not only one is that at all times, I want you to think of this as a little device I'm going to talk about behind me, is that we're always making both decisions. The goal is now to make more decisions towards the successful side, okay? Now, I'll give you guys a little analogy here. So, let's say this is the middle. These could be points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then same thing on the opposite side. Now, pay attention to this, guys. If, let's say you're somewhere in the middle, and in the middle means you're not moving. It means you're taking 5 good decisions a day, but you're also doing 5 bad decisions a day, meaning it brings you back to an equal or back to baseline. Okay, now let's talk about here, let's use junk food, let's use the analogy of a chocolate bar, okay? Imagine each single day you had one chocolate bar, okay? Now that's 200 extra calories. Now if you did 200 times whatever in a year, it's equivalent to 20 extra pounds that you would have gained just by having that extra negative, so going down, that extra one negative a day. Now of course this has to do is if you cancel out your healthy eating, but the point is that you would make an extra 20 pounds of body fat if you were to eat one chocolate bar a day on top of whatever else you're eating. Now let's reverse it on the opposite side. If we were to, let's say, take investments and invest just $10 a day extra, this doesn't mean spending, so 1 point on this side, in a year that'd be an extra $3,650 or whatever, a little bit more. So I want you to pay attention to the two different ways I'm trying to say here. Is that at all times, if we were to write down and we were to take, let's say, 6 extra steps over let's say we have 10, and we were to go one way more to the right side versus the left side, you would be 6 more steps closer versus your 4 steps that will bring you down towards your success in life. Now, if you're starting to understand what I'm trying to say from here, is that same person, that same story I talked about from the beginning, okay, you start to make more choices about the quality of the friends that you hang out with. Okay, maybe you cut out the bad friends, the ones that are maybe bringing you towards drugs or bad habits. Okay, you start to then eat healthier, or you make more healthy choices versus more bad choices. It doesn't mean you completely just go healthy, right? Nobody just completely sticks to one thing. But let's say you make, like I said, remember this is a scale, more healthy choices, then you make more bad choices. Okay, one more quality friend and then one less quality friend, right? Saving a little bit of extra money than you are spending. Right? So like I'm saying, we're leaning more towards this side. If you just do this for 1 year, you'll notice that you could have maybe, let's say, lost 10 pounds, have an extra $3,600, one more quality friend, and you also have, you're able to, let's say, run for an extra 5 miles, okay? Now, if you see, these are all effects that are prolonging you and pushing you forward, and this is just one step in every single one of these aspects of life. So people don't realize that reading 10 pages of a book today can add up to 15 books in a year, which can add up to how much opportunities and information once you start applying. People don't realize that running 1 mile a day or subtracting a specific amount of food or watching what you eat per day is so small in a day, but it's so big in the year and in the decade, right? This is how you want to think, guys, because it goes the exact same way the opposite. Okay, you start doing a little bit of, maybe you drink every now and then, and drinks every single now and then, right? Think about what that does to your liver and to your health in the long term, okay? You have a little bit of junk food every day, which builds bad habits, which brings your body from where it is now to maybe a little bit overweight, diabetes, heart problems, right? Your activity goes down, you're playing games all the time. So you notice that just leaning to the left a little bit starts to bring you down this spiral, right? Starts to go down further and further. Now, the whole moral of the story is that you have two roads, you have two wolves inside you at all time. You have the evil, you have the strong, the happy, the courageous wolf. You have the shameful wolf, you have the courageous wolf, you have the doubtful wolf, you have the wolf that's confident. Anger, happiness. Misery, success, right? Start paying attention, start feeding to exactly which wolf inside, which twin, whatever analogy you want to use, you want to feed. And keep a little chart note that I like to do to progress on maybe your investments, like the $10 a day thing. You'll see at the end of the year, holy shit, man, how much money I've saved, how much my body has changed, how much clearer my mind is, the quality of friends that I have. Right? You want to log these things down and pay attention to the two roads that you have, and then a year later you'll notice that, holy shit, I went from maybe you were very far on that left side, and then maybe you got somewhere in the middle. The point is you're going to see how much you've changed in your life. You may not notice in the first day or the first week or even the first month, but by the end of the year, I can guarantee you guys you're going to see a big difference. You're going to start moving towards that greatness that you guys deserve within yourself, and it's going to start to shift your whole perspective. Your whole reality is going to change, because you're going to realize that all these little steps that you're making in the moment play a huge role when it comes to 1, 2, 5, and the rest of your life. Okay, guys, so that's it for today's video, guys. Takeaway notes is just really pay attention, start jotting down which specific way you want to go in life. Paying attention to where it's going to lead you and how much more success you're going to get out of that. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you did. Comment below if you have any questions about any two roads that you guys have been on. Other than that guys, stay tuned until next time. Have a great day and peace.